You know how it is. You see that brand new gadget you've been dreaming of, and right there in big, friendly letters, it says, Buy now, pay later. It seems so tempting, so easy. But today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this easy payment trap and show you a much, much smarter way to get the things you want.
So let's just ask the big question right up front. That small monthly payment that makes all these expensive things feel so affordable, is it actually making your life easier, or is it kind of setting a subtle trap that's way harder to escape from down the line?
All right, to make this super clear, let's use a real number. 60,000 rupees. That's the price tag on that shiny new smartphone everyone's talking about. It's a big chunk of change, right? Enough to make you stop and think. And this is exactly where our story begins. And that brings us to the whole magic trick of the small EMI. It's this incredibly powerful psychological game that banks and companies play, and honestly, it works so well because it hacks the way our brains think about money. All of a sudden, that intimidating 60,000 rupee phone isn't a huge expense anymore. Poof, it's just 5,000 rupees a month. That sounds like a couple of nice dinners out, not a major financial decision. This is the illusion, right? It makes the unaffordable feel totally manageable. And it's so easy to just say, yeah, I can do that, without thinking it through. But, and this is a big but, this is where that magic trick starts to turn into a trap. Because these small payments, especially when you start stacking them up, they begin to create this invisible weight, a hidden financial burden that can quietly take over your entire budget. And look, at first, it doesn't seem like a big deal at all. You get your salary, and that one little phone payment, it's just a tiny sliver out of your whole income. You barely even feel it. You've still got money to spend, you're still saving a little bit. Everything seems totally fine. But then what happens? You get that new TV on an EMI. Oh, and maybe that bike you've been wanting too. And all of a sudden, that EMI slice isn't so tiny anymore. It starts to grow, and it starts to eat away at your other funds, your daily spending money, and maybe, most importantly, your savings. It's like a slow creep of debt, and it happens one small payment at a time. Here's the real kicker. When you're locked into all these EMIs, a huge chunk of your salary is already gone before it even hits your bank account. It's pre-spent. You're basically working to pay off things you bought in the past, and that just drains your financial freedom and your power to deal with any surprises life throws at you. Okay, so it sounds a bit grim, but there is absolutely a way out. It just takes a simple but really powerful shift in how you think. Instead of buying first and paying later, we're going to flip that whole idea completely on its head. We're going to save first. And wow, just look at the difference. It's night and day. On one side, with EMIs, you have debt, maybe interest, and every single month it's a burden. But on the other side, when you save to buy, you're debt-free. Your savings can actually be earning you returns. Your salary is your own, and when you finally make that purchase, it feels like a true reward you've actually earned. So how do you actually do this? It's incredibly simple. Instead of setting up a 5,000 rupee EMI to a bank, you pay yourself that same 5,000. Set up an automatic transfer every month into a separate account, maybe a recurring deposit or a safe mutual fund. Then you just let it be. Your money starts to grow, and when you hit your goal, you buy the thing you want, completely stress-free. You know, this one little change does so much more than just help your finances. It completely reframes the entire experience of buying something you want. It's no longer about taking on a chore, it's about hitting a goal that you set for yourself. Just think about that feeling for a second, walking into that store or clicking Buy Now and paying for that 60,000 rupee phone in full. One and done. You own it. There's no monthly payment hanging over your head, no debt, no interest. Just the pure satisfaction of knowing it's 100% yours. That is what real financial freedom feels like. And really, it all comes down to this single thought. By saving first, you transform that phone from a monthly burden on your salary into a true reward from your savings. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Forget what you can afford in tiny monthly payments. Instead, ask yourself, what's the next big thing that you're going to truly earn first? What's going to be your first reward?